Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has spoken to the ED or replied to the Enforcement Directorate saying that I'm not going to be a part of the summons. This is the fifth summon issued to Arvind Kejriwal and he's going to be skipping it. He's responded to the summons and has indicated that he won't be a part of it. He's not going to be joining in the investigations. Ashutosh Mishra getting us more details on that story, joining us this morning. Ashutosh, if you could just throw some light on what the reasons that have been given by the Chief Minister this time around.
The fifth summon by the ED has the same language, and the response sent by the Delhi Chief Minister to the Enforcement Directorate has the same language. They have been summoning to appear before the agency in the Delhi Excise probe, and every response that has been sent by Arvind Kejriwal to the Enforcement Directorate has only changed is the date mentioned on that particular letter. Yet again, he is skipping the summons, saying that he will abide by all the legal summons that is being issued, accusing that everything is being done by the BJP. The summons are not from the enforcement agency but by the ED. He says as a law-abiding citizen, he will abide by the law, he will follow all the procedures, he will join the probe, but yet again seeks a response from the ED that at least inform him that what capacity he is being summoned, whether as a Delhi's Chief Minister, whether as a head of the political party, whether as an accused in Delhi Excise case, or whether as a witness in the Delhi Excise case probe. So everything remains the same. 5 summons by the Enforcement Directorate, that remains the same. 5 response by the Delhi Chief Minister about, skipping the summon remains the same. In fact,
I'm just going to come back to you, Ashutosh, in a few moments from now. BJP's Nalin Kohli joining us this morning. A very good morning. Your response, Mr. Kohli, to this confirmation that indeed Arvind Kejriwal is going to be skipping the summons issued by the ED, and this is for the 5th time now.
That is for Mr. Kejriwal to decide what he wants to do with the summons and explain to the public why he's, in a way, avoiding it. The fact of the matter is, this investigation by the Enforcement Directorate is on the liquor and the excise scam in Delhi, in which 2 ministers from Mr. Kejriwal's government, he is the Chief Minister, 1 member of Parliament, and Mr. Kejriwal is the leader of that party, the Aam Admi Party, is in jail repeatedly with bail denied by the courts, whether the High Court, the Honorable Supreme Court. In this particular case, Mr. Kejriwal has never explained why the old policy was considered bad and scrapped, when the new policy was brought, why the procedure was not followed and why certain individuals got special benefits, rules were broken, and when the media reported on it, why did he scrap the new policy and go back to the old policy? Now, Mr. Kejriwal came on the great promise of India against corruption, on the Anna Hazare movement. So the only question that Mr. Kejriwal has to answer, would he cooperate in an investigation against corruption, or will he prevent an investigation against corruption, that too against his government, against his ministers, of which he is the Chief Minister and he is the leader? That's the crux of the issue. Every time Mr. Kejriwal avoids the summon, he sends out a message he's scared of something. If it was the truth, he wouldn't be afraid. He would say, this is my version, here I'm telling you the version, I have done no wrong. Instead, he abuses Prime Minister Modi, he abuses the BJP, he abuses the Enforcement Directorate, and tries to make a martyr of himself. Now, Mr. Kejriwal will stand exposed the more he avoids an investigation into corruption.
All right. Mr. Kohli, also, not just that, today the Chief Minister of Delhi is going to be sitting, in fact, on a dharna, along with the Punjab Chief Minister, and they're headed towards the BJP office, challenging the results of the mayor elections in Chandigarh, essentially. So he's basically going to be protesting and not be attending or be a part of the investigations in the Liquor Gate case.
Protesting is the democratic right, as long as it is done peacefully and with permission without disrupting traffic or causing inconvenience to people. That's all. But to pick up the date on the day when he has a summons from the Enforcement Directorate, which he's skipping, is evident that he wants to avoid the summons. That protest has nothing to do, or the Chandigarh issue has nothing to do with the investigation into the liquor scam in Delhi by the Aam Admi Party government, of which he's the Chief Minister, and by the party of which he's the leader. So when he puts a parallel thing on the same day, it sends a clear, unequivocal message that he's avoiding the summons and is looking for excuse after excuse. Sometimes it is campaigning, sometimes it is a protest, but never cooperation with the investigation into the liquor scam by the Aam Admi Party government.
All right. I'm going to thank you. Nalin Kohli there of the Bharatiya Janata Party talking about the fact that peaceful protest is okay, but why choose today when he was to appear before the Enforcement Directorate? Ashutosh continues to be with us. Ashutosh, talk to us a little about the internal strategy of the Aam Admi Party, because they've said this on a number of occasions, not once, but on a number of occasions, that an arrest is rather imminent. The Chief Minister of Delhi will be arrested.
And since that has been said by a number of times by the BJP leaders, can you really expect, another top leader of a political party who's also a chief minister that's so easily going to give up and get arrested just before the poll? So clearly, every and any options available to the Aam Admi Party and Arvind Kejriwal, he is opting. And clearly, as long as there is no such ground that, of course, ED knows clearly sooner or later they may get some warrant, they may go and arrest him from home. Whether that is feasible, whether that is, legally tenable, possible. But you see right behind me, the contingent of the police entirely, rapid action force, everyone marching here because high voltage drama. One side, the Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, where he has skipped the summon. Other side, the massive protest which is expected at BJP headquarters here on Deen Dayal Upadhyay Road. Clearly that area has been barricaded, and these senior police officials, 10 assistant commissioners of police, massive troops of rapid action force, paramilitary force, the Delhi police. You see the rapid action force now literally gonna be just in front of the Aam Admi Party. With the, clearly tear cannons, batons, all these rapid action force, and that's the party headquarters. Right on the front gate, you see the deployment of rapid action force. This is where exactly the Delhi and Punjab Chief Minister will be coming at around 11 o'clock, and from here they have decided to march to the BJP headquarters, and clearly that's not going to happen. Very interestingly, the BJP has also decided to carry out a protest right outside here at Aam Admi Party headquarters against Arvind Kejriwal in the Delhi excise cases. The BJP accuses a scam and also questioning why the Delhi Chief Minister has been skipping the summon. You heard Nalin Kohli saying that, look, there is something fishy why he's skipping the summon. That's the main gate of the Aam Admi Party, and right outside where the stage has been prepared, where the both Chief Minister will be sitting and making speeches. Clearly what we have been told that Arvind Kejriwal will also speak on the ED summon that has been sent by the Enforcement Directorate in Delhi Excise Post. This is the stage set, and you see right outside where the rapid action forces are marching. So the entire area is going to be cordoned off because the Delhi police wouldn't allow to any untoward incidents, law and order situation. Clearly, when the BJP is likely to also start marching from the other side, just right behind me is the BJP headquarters, where they have decided to march to the Aam Admi Party headquarters. And from here, the Bhagwant Mann, Arvind Kejriwal, their supporters will be marching to the BJP headquarters right behind me. So all these areas have been barricaded now. Here you see the CRP personals are also marching. So that's a huge deployment. In fact, there shouldn't be such situation, and that's exactly why the law and order machinery is being put in place.
All right, not leaving anything to chance. I'm just going to come back to you in a moment from now. Ashutosh getting us that ground report, a reaction that has been coming, reactions rather, that have been coming.
सरगना मास्टरमाइंड है, परंतु अरविंद केजरीवाल जी कब तक ये ABCD करते रहेंगे आप? A for avoiding, B for भाग जाना, C for cover up और D for diversion and drama. ये ABCD नहीं चलेगा. आज जब 5वां समन जारी हुआ था और आपको केंद्रीय एजेंसी के सामने जाना था, आपको ईडी के सामने जाना था, और यदि कोई छिपाने वाली बात नहीं है, चोर की मूंछ में तिनका नहीं है, तो आप चले जाते, सवालों का जवाब दे देते. परंतु आप बार बार वही राग लगाते हैं कि हम करेंगे मिलकर भ्रष्टाचार और कार्रवाई होगी तो चिल्लाएंगे अत्याचार, खेलेंगे विक्टिमहुड कार्ड. बताइए, ये वेंडेटा पॉलिटिक्स है? तो फिर कांग्रेस पार्टी आपकी सहयोगी क्यों आप ही के खिलाफ शराब घोटाले में जांच चाहती है? उन्होंने तो प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस की है. यदि ये विद्वेष की भावना है तो बताइए, कट्टर ईमानदार जिसको आप कहते हैं संजय सिंह, मनीष सिसोदिया, विजय नायर, उनको कोर्ट से राहत क्यों नहीं मिलती? और देखिए ना, इनका पूरा गठबंधन इसी प्रकार का है. एक समन से भागता है, दूसरा समन से छिपता है. कुछ लोग तो कन्विक्ट हो चुके हैं, लालू प्रसाद यादव और पवन मुड़ी जी. कुछ लोग बेल पर है। ये इंडी गठबंधन का चरित्र ही यही है कि इनके बीच में केवल एक ही चीज कॉमन है और वो है करप्शन और कमीशन। ये वही अरविंद केजरीवाल है जो अन्ना हजारे जी की उंगली पकड़कर राजनीतिक पटल पर आए। तब कहते थे कि पहले इस्तीफा होगा फिर जांच होगी। आज जांच में सहयोग देने के लिए भी कतराते हैं। 5-5 समन जारी होते हैं तो कभी कहते हैं कि मैं विपासना कर रहा हूं, कभी कहते हैं मैं स्टार प्रचारक हूं जहां पर 204 सीटों पर डिपॉजिट आ जाते हैं, कभी कोई और बहाना बनाते हैं, परंतु जवाब नहीं देते कि कैसे शराब घोटाला किया जिसमें 2.5% से 12% कमीशन कर दी, जिसमें आपने होलसेल प्राइवेट सेक्टर को दे दिया, ब्लैक लिस्ट।
Shahzad Poonawala there of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and that's a poster that has been put out by the BJP against the Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, talking about the fact that he is corrupt. I'm going to go straight back to Ashutosh, who is at the Aam Admi Party office right now. A massive deployment of the forces can be seen to prevent all of these leaders, in fact, from marching towards the BJP headquarters there. Ashutosh.
केजरीवाल को ईडी का सम्मन मिला था, आज पेश होना था, लेकिन केजरीवाल ने 5वां सम्मन भी खारिज कर दिया, नहीं जा रहे हैं। लेकिन तमाम तस्वीरें आपको दिखाते हुए दीनदयाल उपाध्याय मार्ग पर हर एक इलाके की बैरिकेडिंग, हर रास्ते जो इस तरफ आ रहे हैं उसको बंद किया जा रहा है, क्योंकि आम आदमी पार्टी के जो कार्यकर्ता है दिल्ली और पंजाब दोनों से इकट्ठा होंगे, ऐसे में भीड़ ज्यादा होगी और सामने से चूंकि बीजेपी के कार्यकर्ता भी आएंगे तो कहीं पर स्थिति ना बिगड़े, इसी के चलते तमाम डिप्लॉयमेंट। पीछे देखिए रैपिड एक्शन के फोर्स का एक और दस्ता, यानी ये सैकड़ों की संख्या में है, और जो यहाँ पर दिल्ली पुलिस के जवान तैनात हैं वो भी पूरी तरह से आप देखिए कि इस तरह लगभग कवच पहन के चल रहे हैं, क्योंकि कहीं पर लगता है कि लाठीचार्ज की स्थिति हो सकती है, क्या भगदड़ हो सकता है, क्योंकि जब भी हिंसक प्रदर्शन ना हो, सबसे बड़ी चुनौती होगी दिल्ली पुलिस और पूरी मशीनरी के सामने पूरी लॉ एंड ऑर्डर मेंटेन करना इस इलाके में, क्योंकि जब भी दो पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज के कार्यकर्ता एक साथ एक दूसरे के खिलाफ प्रदर्शन करते हैं और किसी एक एरिया में हो तो वहां पर स्थिति बिगड़ जाती है, और ऐसे में सबसे बड़ी चुनौती है दिल्ली पुलिस के लिए, और इसीलिए एहतियात के तौर पर सारी तैयारियां आप यहाँ पर देख रहे हैं। दिल्ली के दीनदयाल उपाध्याय रोड पर संजय कुमार के साथ में आशुतोष मिश्रा, आज तक।
Ashutosh getting us those details from the Aam Admi Party headquarters in Delhi, where there is in fact huge police presence. Bandobast, Aam Admi Party leaders, remember, are going to be moving towards the BJP office there. And this is the kind of arrangements, these are the arrangements that have been made to ensure that the law and order situation doesn't go out of hand. The face-off really between the BJP and the Aam Admi Party, they're only escalating further with full bandobast of security officials there at the Aam Admi Party office in Delhi city. Not too far away is the BJP headquarters, where the AAP leaders are in fact marching ahead, protesting against the rigging of the mayor elections is what they allege in Chandigarh. Ashutosh continues to be with us, getting us those details. The idea is to prevent the AAP leaders essentially to move towards the BJP headquarters, which actually, Ashutosh, isn't too far away.
You know, that's the standard operative procedure. You cannot allow two party different leaders for the workers to, literally confront each other. So often when we have seen the Aam Admi Party leadership or their workers protest, this is exactly the barricading area often made here, because where I'm standing, barely 500 meters is the BJP headquarters located. So the distance between two political parties, be the Aam Admi Party and the BJP, is barely 500 meters. So since the day, if you see right behind me, the posters have been placed by the BJP, who is also marching towards the Aam Admi Party headquarters in the Delhi excise case against the Aam Admi Party leadership, Arvind Kejriwal. And if you see on the other side, there's a huge number of the rapid action forces who are towards the BJP headquarters. Whereas towards the Aam Admi Party headquarters, here you see the Delhi police personnel, rapid action force and the CRP. And every minute that we are seeing is only and only mobilization of the senior police officials from different districts with their team, who are also arriving on the spot. So clearly this is going to be a challenging day for the entire law and order machinery, because one side it is not just the Aam Admi Party. Remember, the two Chief Minister, Arvind Kejriwal himself and the Punjab Chief Minister will be marching. So clearly it is anticipated that workers will be in a huge number from both the states, Delhi and Punjab. And since they all will be arrived, that would require really heavy deployment. Whereas other side you see, there are these CRP personnel, the reserve police have also been placed. In fact, the riot control vehicles, and that's not 1 or 2 or 3 or 5, nearly 10 rapid action, these riot control vehicles are also being placed here. So clearly all these CCTV camera, the drones will be used by the administration, by the police to monitor the entire area, because the biggest challenge is whether there will be law and order situation, because the way, and you see, these are the rapid action forces, fully geared, equipped to deal with any situation, are being mobilized towards this particular area. Now, if you see, that's literally a battleground between two political parties, and literally a line of control where one side is the BJP headquarters, another side is the Aam Admi Party. And between that, there will be barricading placed at this particular area. This will to ensure that no political parties, whether it is BJP or the Aam Admi Party, should enter in each other's area. So that's going to be really challenging for the Delhi police, because BJP will be marching on the Delhi excise case to corner the Aam Admi Party, and Aam Admi Party which has decided to take the Chandigarh mayor election to the public. After all, as you're going closer to the general election 2024, it will be all the full-blown narrative war. Whoever wins the narrative gets an edge in politics. That is, the fundamental of the politics. So clearly, Aam Admi Party doesn't want to miss that chance when it comes to cornering the BJP over the constitutional issue, over the democratic issue. And remember, the entire opposition has been accusing the BJP for destroying the democracy, whereas the BJP has been cornering the opposition party that you are engaged into corruption. You see, the RCCB vehicles are being moved from one place to another. So this entire area has literally become a high security zone. In fact, as we speak, gradually one side of the road is being closed. So this entire stretch of Deen Dayal Upadhyay road will be closed. In fact, all our viewers, those who are even planning to walk to this area, to come down to this area, should take cognizant information of this. This road, this entire stretch is likely
this entire
to be
area is going to be,
closed,
in fact,
maybe
having
after 30 to
restrictions today to ensure that the security and the law and order situation doesn't really go out of hand. A lot of barricading in this particular area. I'm going to thank you, Ashutosh, for getting us up to speed with those developments.